Slide. इसका लग रहा है चार्जिंग अपना लाभ संचय किसको चल रहा है ऑफिस so बैक साइड चेयर बैक साइड चले whatever arbitra. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, could you please confirm? Okay, guys. So let's start the session. In the last class, we are discussing about the NumPy and within the NumPy arrays. Okay, within the NumPy, we are discussing about the arrays, and this is a similar kind of Python list, and where it can be done very fast processing when compared to the Python list, it will be done fast. Now in the NumPy, we have seen with respect to 0D. 0D means nothing but converting any fundamental data type to array, that is called as 0D. And for 0D, the shape is going to be empty parenthesis. And from there, we have discussed in terms of 1D array. And within the 1D array, we are going to have how to create the 1D array. How to create 1D array. And we have seen how to do the selection, select the values from the 1D array. How to create 1D array, how to select values from 1D array. And from there we have seen how to modify the data, in 1D array, within the 1D array, how to modify the data within the 1D array. And finally from there we have discussed how to in terms of like a copy, and also we have seen this how to do the sorting, np.sort and along with the dot copy. Now in today's class we are going to discuss the next one is copy and notes. Last class we have not discussed. Okay, so modification of the data, that is in the modification, within the modification again, if you have to write within the modification, we have seen how to add the value and by using the append, and how to replace, and third one is how to remove, that is np.delete, right? So these are the things which we have covered till now, and we are going to see in today's class in terms of copy, and second one is sort along with the operations. We are going to try to cover the 1D array completely along with the 2D also. In the 2D also we are going to do the same order, same way as it is we are going to apply in the 2D. First we'll know how to create, followed by how to select, and followed by how to add and replace and remove, and finally operations, right? And now coming to the array. So here copy. So I'm going to import the NumPy as np. Now here np.array, array of 1, 2, 3, np.array of 1, 2, 3, and b is equal to a.copy. What is meant by a.copy means it is going to copy the similar values, what are the values are there, by creating a new object. And b of 0 is equal to 100. b of 0 is equal to 100 means 1 will be replaced with 100. That too in the b only. It will not be impacted on the a. A will be 1, 2, 3 as it is, and b will be with respect to 100, 2, 3. Same logic whatever we have applied in the list. No difference. Next, coming to the np.array, and here I'm having the array of values. These are the array of values, and these array of values whatever I'm having, just I'm trying to do the sorting. Sorting means in the ascending order. And once I do the in the ascending order, the values will be in the ascending order. np.sort. Okay, np.sort is used for sorting, like a list.sort. Is the points are clear? Now, next we'll move on to the operations. Which Jew? What Jew? A is A dot view. View function we'll discuss. We have not done na. This is copy na. This is shallow copy. That is with respect to something else. First, let us complete this one. Here, the point is whichever the things are related to data analytics means tomorrow we are going to get some data. We'll receive some data. In the real life, we'll receive some data. And in the real life, what are the data we have received? It can be having some wrong data, some kind of missing values or something will be there. And those data, whatever we are having, if you want to replace or if you want to do some modification, for example, if I do the modification in the original data itself, and later I have felt that it is a wrong or something, okay, I have done that some, let's take an like this. Okay, let me show you an example. So here I'm going to have one example in the Excel sheet. One, two, three, four, five, and here this one is y is equal to 10, 11, 18, 40, and 13 or 14, something. Okay, some data is there like this. Now this is the original data which they have shared to me. Okay, what are this example is that this is the data. Now what I'm going to do is I'm replacing this one with 100 to 11 to 110. I'm replacing and I'm going to click on the save button. In the Excel sheet, I have clicked on the save. Now after clicking on the save, I have worked something and later after 1 day or 2 days, one of the person has told me that is a wrong data. Now now if I see here already 110 is available, something is available. Not only this single value, in the given data, we are going to do multiple changes. Now, when we have done the multiple changes, again, I want to get back to the original data. It is going to be a problem. That is the reason, what are the data we have received? For that data, we are going to do one dot copy. Means we'll keep one copy additional with us. So if anything goes wrong, at least we'll have the original data with us. That is the importance of creating a shallow copy. For example, if I create a deep copy, then what is the use? It will be impacted in the both of them now. There will be no use. So that is the reason we are going to keep one copy additional. By keeping that one copy additional, we'll save that one and we are going to use in the future. If anything goes wrong and I want the original data back, then we are going to retrieve the original data by using the dot copy. That is the main purpose of creating the dot copy, and that is only we use in the real life. Remaining things will not use. Right? Now, A is equal to np dot array of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And B is equal to array of 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the B. Now I'm going to start the arithmetic operations. In the arithmetic operations, if you observe here, C is equal to A plus 2. Now I'm going to take C. C is equal to A plus 2. What is C? C is equal to A plus 2. Now first it is going to extract what is A. A is here array of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is an array. So since it is an array, it is going to apply for each value. For every value, 2 will be added. And now I'm going to get the output as 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the output which I am going to get. So since it is an array, so for every value it will add. So what are the arithmetic operators we are having? Plus, minus, multiplication, division, floor division, modulo, and power. Whatever you are having. For example, instead of this one, I'm going to take the division, A divided by 2. So every value will be divided by 2. If I do in terms of floor division, every value will be done with the floor division of 2. If I do with modulo, every value will be done with the modulo of 2. Reminder, it is going to give the reminder. If I take here power, it is going to give the power. For every value, it is going to take the power. For every value. Since A is an array, for every value, it is applicable. Now, what are the arithmetic operators you are having? Miss plus, minus, multiplication, division, all the arithmetic operators. So that is the reason, since we are using the arithmetic operators and we are performing something, na, so it is called as arithmetic operations, right? And next, here, if you are having the a minus b, now what is a? A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4. What is b? 2, 3, 4, 5. A minus b. This is a and this is b. A minus b. This is for every value of a minus for every value of b. Because this is also array, this is also array. If this is single value, for every value it will do the minus. But this is also right side also you are having array now. So left side array is there, right side also array is there. For every value of a, every value of b will be subtracted. That is 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. 2 minus 3, minus 1. 3 minus 4, minus 1. In this way you are going to get. For every value of a minus for every value of b. Similarly, a into b. For every value of a into for every value of b. And here condition is both the number of items should be the same. Means the shape should be the same. If the shape is not same, for example, you are having 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a. And b is equal to 3, 4, 5. And you are asking a plus b. For every value of a, every value of b. So 1 will be added with 3, 2 will be added with 4, 3 will be added with 5, but 4 will not be added. So it is going to throw the error in that case. So is the point is clear? So first we have discussed in the operators, arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators, right side, if you are having a single value, for every value of array, the single value will be added or multiplied. If you are having two sides array, miss, for every value of array 1, every value of array 2 will be added or multiplied, whatever it is. Next one is comparison operators. Okay, a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, b is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, c is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. A is equal to b. Now what is first a? First tell me what is a. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what is b? B is 1, 2, 3, 5. Now this is a, this is b, this is array, and this is also array. When both of them are arrays, automatically for every value of a, for every value of b, it is going to compare. So 1 will be compared with 1. What is the output? True. 2 will be compared with the 2. True. 3 will be compared with 3. True. 4 will be compared with 5. False. So that is the output which we are going to get. For every value of a, for every value of b. Right? Now, one of the student is asking in the chat box, I mean online student, if both of them are having the different, okay, arithmetic operators, when two arrays are of different length, in that case, it is going to throw the error. Rishika, it is going to throw the error. Okay. Both of them should be the same. Now tell me for this one, a is equal to 1. Now what is the output of this? Now first tell me what is a. Array of 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal to 1. Now what it is going to do? Every value, for every value of a will be compared with the 1 only. Because right side array is not there to apply for every value. Every value should be applied only on the left side. For every value of a, it is going to compare, and first one you are going to get true, and remaining everything you are going to get the false. If right side also array is there, for every value of a, for every value of b. Now, sir, I want to not to check element wise, sir. I want to check var or array, complete array wise, complete array. Then you are going to use the array underscore equal. Array underscore equal will give the complete array whether it is equal or not. Complete array, overall array. So now 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 5. Both are same? Overall? No. So it is going to give the overall output as false. And what about the np dot array of underscore equal of a comma c? The complete a and complete c. Every item of a and every item of c are same? Yes. then it is going to give the output as true. If all the values are same, in that case true. If at least one item is different, also false. This is comparison operators. Similarly, if you want to apply logical operators, you can even apply the logical operators also. The only logical operators you have to apply means condition is, for example, I'm writing here one logical operator. A equal to B is called as comparison operator. And A less than B is called as comparison operator. Now two comparison operators in between and symbol. So when you are using in terms of like this, you have to go with the parenthesis. You have to apply parenthesis. When you are using the multiple operators, I mean multiple conditions, and with respect to logical operator and operator, you have to use the parenthesis. And it is going to give the output, overall output like this. Is the point is clear, guys? Next, coming to the mathematical operators. So arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, similar way identity operators, and membership operators. Every operator you can apply on the array. Now, next one is mathematical operators. Now, A is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. A is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Array of 0, 1, 2, 3. Now here, I'm going to apply np dot exponential of A. Exp of A. What is meant by exp? In the math module, I have told you what is exp, what is meant by log. Exp means e to the power of. So it is going to apply for every value exponent, that is e to the power of 0, e to the power of 1, e to the power of 2, e to the power of 3. Just it is going to apply e power. Now np dot log of A. What is the meaning of np dot log of A? Means for every value it is going to apply log, that is log of 0, log of 1, log of 2, like this, log of 3 for every value. Sir, why it is going to apply for every value, sir? Because A is a array type. If A is not array type, then we can't apply the for every value. We have to write the for loop. Particularly, we have to write the for loop. Is the point is clear, guys? Now, np dot exp of A, e to the power of 0, that is e power 0 is 1, e power 1, 2.71, e square, e cube, like this. Next, log of A, log of 0. What is log of 0? Means infinite. Log of 1 is 0. Log of 2 is 0.69 and log of 3 is in terms of 1.09. Now here log of 0 is considered as infinite. Since you are getting the infinite value, it is going to give some kind of warning. This is not the error, it is called as warning. Now if you don't want to see this kind of warnings, then you have to use import warnings dot ignore. Then it is going to ignore the warnings. Okay, sir, you have executed now, so but warnings are not deleted, right? See, from now you have executed this. From here onwards, now whatever you are going to do, there it will be ignored. It will not be ignored immediately the moment you execute this one. The previous one will not be deleted. From now, you will not get the warnings. Means np.log A. One more time, I am executing the same code. Now this time, warning will not be there. Answer only will be available. After executing this code onwards, from here onwards, warnings will not be available. Is the points are clear? So these are the operations of 1D. How to create a 1D array, how to select the values from the 1D array, how to modify the data in the 1D array, and how to do the operations in the 1D array. Everything are clear? Now this is clear means automatically pandas will be clear. As I have told you earlier also, pandas is the most important one. To understand that one only we are doing all these things. Basically our requirement is pandas, which is tomorrow's class. Most important class. Right? Now, next one is 2D arrays. Okay, let's start with the 2D. 1 minute. Next concept, let us discuss the 2D array. Heading as 2D array. Now in the 2D array, you are going to get the concept called as matrices. The logic of matrices, rows and columns, all these things comes here. Now, here most important thing, what is 2D array? 2D array is a combination of multiple 1Ds. A 2D is a combination of multiple 1Ds. Means you have to create 1D arrays, each row like that. And you have to combine. So it is a nested list. So you are converting a nested list to a array. A nested list. Now, this point you have to observe clearly. 0D, 1D, 2D. With one example and second multiple examples we are going to discuss. First, L is equal to only 42, just 42. Okay. Now, if I convert this one to array, np dot array of L, A is equal to np dot array of L. Now it is going to convert as array 42. And what is the dimension of this? What is ndim is? It is going to give the 0. And what is the shape of this? A dot shape means it is going to give in terms of empty parenthesis. Next, L is equal to list of 42. Don't write simultaneously, focus clearly. Okay, I will give the time for you to write. L is equal to list of 42. A is equal to np dot array of L. Means now you are converting this one to array. Now what is the ndim? Ndim is equal to one dimensional. And what is the shape? What is the shape of this one? Means 1 comma. Only one item is available, so 1 comma. L is equal to, within the list, one more list of 42. What is the difference between this one versus this one? Means one more square bracket added. Okay, how many square brackets are there? That is the array. Starting, opening, how many square brackets are there? That is the dimension of the array. Now, if you convert this one to array, np dot array of L, it is also converted as an array, and a dot ndim. If you ask a dot ndim, it is going to give the output as 2. And if you ask a dot shape, it is going to give in the tuple 2 values it will give. How many values are there inside the tuple? The length of the tuple, length of shape. Your length of shape is nothing but ndim. Ndim is nothing but length of shape. Length function is applied. Okay. Now, so here shape, what is the shape means? One row, one column, 1 comma 1. One row, one column. Now, to understand in a simple words, one more example. A is equal to list of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is a 1D. A is equal to np dot array of L. And a dot ndim. If I ask a dot ndim, it is a 1. And if I ask the shape of this, it is going to give 3 comma, because 3 items are there. 3 values are there, 3 comma. Now L is equal to, I'm going to take first row as 1, 2, 3. This is my first row. Second row, row number 2. Row number 2 is equal to 4, 5, 6. This is row number 2. Means how many array, here one dimensional array 1 is there. But here how many one dimensional arrays are there? 2 one dimensional arrays are there. This is one dimensional array. This is also one dimensional array. A combination of more than one dimensional array is called as 2D. Now, in this case, A is equal to np dot array of L, if you ask. And if you print A, how the A will be printed means First, it is going to print the first row. Second, it is going to print the second row. You are going to write row wise. First row followed by second row followed by third row. Like that, you have to write each list as a row. And you have to combine this one by a nested list. One more bracket. If you don't combine two one-dimensional arrays separately. If you combine these two, then it is a 2D array. Now, if you ask a dot endim, what is a dot endim is 2. Now, if you ask a dot shape, what is the a dot shape means how many rows are there? 2 rows are there. And how many columns are there? 3 columns. It is going to give 2, 3. Okay. Now, one more example. L is equal to 1, 2, 3 list. Now, for this list, one more bracket is there. Okay. And I'm converting A is equal to np dot array of L. Now, if I ask print A, how the print A will be printed means 1, 2, 3, one dimensional, but it is not one dimensional, it is a 2-dimensional. Now, if I ask ndim, what is the ndim I am going to get in this example means 2. It is a 2-dimensional because 2 square brackets are, it is a nested list. Now, what is the shape? Can anyone tell me what is the shape means? How many rows are there? 1 row. How many columns? 3 columns. It is 1, 3. That's it. Is the point is clear for everyone? If it is clear, you can write. A 2-dimensional array can consist of only 1 row also. It is not compulsory to consist of 2 rows or 3 rows, or that is not a rule. Even it can consist of 1 row also. Yes, ask any question. Which one? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which number? 2. So this is a normal list now. Sorry. అవును. అర్థం కాలే మీ క్వశ్చన్. కొంచెం గట్టిగా అడగండి. ఇదా? ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 3. ఓకే. డబల్? అవును. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ కంపల్సరీ. అదే చెప్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏమంటున్నారంటే ఇక్కడ 2D అంటే 2 లిస్టులు మినిమం ఉండాలని, అంతేనా? అది కంపల్సరీ ఏం కాదు. ఒక లిస్ట్ ఉన్నా కానీ అది 2Dగా మనం మార్చుకోవచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు ఎలా అంటే 1 minute. Yeah, just first let me complete this. I'll explain. Just give me 1 minute. Completed, guys? Yeah, online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Okay, done. Now let's take an example like this. L is equal to, first tell me you want with respect to 1D or 2D. First we have to discuss that. I want only one row, sir. I don't want multiple rows, only one row. Okay, one row. Okay, what are the values you want? One row with these are the values. Done. Just we are going to try to convert this one as a array of L. And when I try to convert, A is equal to, now first let me print A, and I'm going to get only one row, and I'm asking the printer ndim, A dot ndim, and it is going to give one dimensional. Similarly, I'm going to ask in terms of print A dot shape. What are the shape is there? Shape, and it is going to give 3 comma. So when I taken the list of 1 2 3, this one. Now my point is, now my list, I want not one row, I want multiple rows. This is first row, and I want second row also. Second row, that is 3 4 5. This is my second row. 2 rows, that is first row. This is second row. Now since I'm considering multiple rows, it has to be in the nested. Then you are going to get the output like this, and it is a 2-dimensional with 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows indicates 2 one-dimensional arrays are there, and 3 indicates in each one-dimensional array 3 values are there. Right? That is the 2 comma 3. Now the point is, as one of the student is asking the question, now here if I take list of only 42, simple, only this one if I am considering, then what is the case? So here in this example, what happened exactly means, in terms of, here you are going to take the one list. This is first row. So if I'm having only a matrix consists of 1 and 2. This is possible. A matrix can consist of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also possible. This is called as one row with 2 columns. This is called as 2 by 2 matrix. Okay. I can even consider a matrix of only one row, one column. That is the only one is there. Now how to create this one? That is nothing but this. Is the point is clear? Now your first row consists of 1 2 3, but second row consists of only 4 and 5, means it is going to throw the error. When you try to convert a something like this, in the second row you are having only 2 values. It says that one of them is having in terms of 3 comma shape, one of them is having 2 comma shape, inhomogeneous, means they are not proper. So that is the reason it is going to throw the error. Sir, it can consider 4 5 like this. No sir, second row also it can take 4 and 5, and this is missing. It can consider now. Why Python should consider last one only as missing? Maybe you have missed middle one, maybe you have missed the starting one, who knows? So simply it is going to throw the error. But sir, I want the missing value. If you want to add some missing value in the last, if you want to add, then you have to write np.nan, then the value is missing. Okay, 1 2 3 is the first row. In the second row, first value is 3, next value is 4, third value is missing. NaN means not available. Okay, not available or missing value. Is the point is clear? Your question is clear now? Okay, and others, online students, your question also is clear? So now every row should have same number of items. Now in this case, 1 comma 2 np.nan means first one is 1, second one is 2, third one is missing. This is missing. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5. The value is missing. It is considered as value as missing. As one of the student is saying, Sir, if we not write np.nan, it will show error. Exactly. Then it will show the error. If both the shapes are not same. First row, how many values are there? In the second row also, same number of values should be there. Okay. Now, if I consider this one, next example. Sir, my first row is 1, 2, 3. This is my first row. Second row is 4, 5, 6. This is my second row. Third row is 7, 8, 9. This is my third row. Like that, you can write multiple rows, infinite number of rows, no restriction. It is a combination of multiple 1Ds. Minimum of 1D to maximum of infinite. Minimum 1 should be there. One row is minimum. After that, you can choose as per your choice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rows you want, that many rows. Okay. Is the point is clear, guys? So just in your mind, you have to think how many rows, how many columns. First, you have to write with the rows. First row, what are the values I want in the first row? Second row, what values I want in the second row? Third row, what values I want in the third row? What values I want in the fourth row? What values I want in the fifth row? And once everything are completed, finally you are going to close with the main bracket. First, you don't write directly with the double bracket. First, you start with this, like this. Whenever you want to convert an list to an array, first you take first row. This is my first row. Okay. Comma. Second row. Now you write whatever the second row you want. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Comma. Third row. This is third row. 3 rows are completed now. Now these 3 rows, once everything are completed, now you close with the bracket. Okay, I'm explaining for you to understand in an easy way, row wise, but basically it is 1D arrays. First you have to write 1D array, followed by you have to write one more 1D array, followed by you have to write 1D array. Like that, multiple 1D arrays you have to take, and you have to combine the multiple 1D arrays into one. And that multiple 1D arrays, whatever you have taken, you take in a list, and that list you convert as a array. Finally, you convert as a array. It will be converted. Okay, is the point is clear? Now, what is the shape of n-dim is? It is a 2-dimensional. And what is the shape means? It is 3, 3. Okay. So as I have told you earlier, in the 1D also, what is the first thing we have to do is, okay, within the 1D, just a few minutes back, we have completed 1D, right? In the 1D, what are the things we have covered means? First create, followed by select values, followed by modify, followed by operations. Same thing we have to do. Same we are going to do. Okay. Sir, why we have to do the same thing, sir? Because whoever are working on the data, in the real life, for everyone, database is common because data is stored in the database. In the database, first one we are going to get the data definition language, which is called as create. Followed by data query language, which is called as selecting the data as per our requirement. And data manipulation language, which is called as add, remove, and replace. So whoever works on the data, because the data will be stored in the database, so we have to follow the database order. Is the point is clear? Now, in the NumPy 1D array also, we have to follow the same way. In the coming to this pandas also, we have NumPy 2D also, we have to follow the same. In the pandas also, we have to follow the same. First, we should know how to create. Second, we should know how to select. Third, we should know how to modify. Fourth, we should know how to play with the data. Operations means playing the game with the data. You are doing as per your requirement. Whatever you want, according to that. Okay, is the point is clear, guys? Operations is nothing but you are making with the data. Use the data. Operations means nothing but use the data. Now, same way here, first I am going to create. In the create first step, I have shown you how to convert a list to a array. Now, what are the different functions are available? Functions are np.zeros is the function. Here you have to provide the shape. The input should be the shape. 3 comma 3. What is the meaning of 3 comma 3 means? Shape of 3 comma 3 means it is a 2D array of 3 rows with 3 columns. So it is going to give 3 rows with 3 columns of filled with zeros. The shape is 3 comma 3. If I write shape 3 comma, what is this meaning of this one? It is going to give 1D array of 3 values filled with 0. If you write here empty, then what is the meaning of this one? It is a 0 dimension where you are going to get only value of single 0. For single 0, shape is what? Empty parenthesis. Now if I write here in terms of 4 comma, what is the meaning of 4 comma means? One dimensional with 4 values filled with 0. 4 comma 4 or 4 comma 5. It is a 2D of 4 rows, 5 columns filled with 0. Similarly, ones. Now, if you want 2s, 3s, 4s, what we have to do? For zeros or ones, we have to add plus. Next, I. What is meant by I means identity matrix. What is meant by identity matrix? Identity matrix means diagonal value should be 1. Okay. First, let us understand what is meant by matrix. Matrix means where it consists of rows and columns. Rows and columns. Now, here a matrix. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a matrix. Consists of 2 rows with 2 columns. Right? Now, this is called as zero matrix. If all the values are filled with zeros, it is called as zero matrix. This is called as unity matrix. Everything filled with 1. Every value is filled with 1 is called as unity. Next one is we are having identity matrix or diagonal matrix. Now what is meant by diagonal matrix means you are having the diagonal values. Some diagonal values only will be there. Diagonal means like this. First row first value, second row second value, third row third value, fourth row fourth value is called as diagonal values. Within the first row first value, within the second row second value, within the third row third value, they are called as diagonal values. Only diagonal value should be available, remaining everything should be 0. For example, 1, 4, 9, remaining all of them are 0. Then what is this matrix is called as diagonal matrix. If that diagonal matrix also equal to 1, all the diagonal values are also equal to 1, at the same time remaining all of them are also 0. Basically it is of diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix with diagonal values of 1 is called as identity matrix. Diagonal matrix with different values is called as diagonal matrix means with all the values of 1 is called as identity matrix. Sir, for example here, assume one more number is there. Instead of this one, it is having one more number. It is called as normal matrix. As per diagonal matrix, every value should be 0 only. Other than diagonal values, everything should be 0. If one value is other than 0 also, it is called as normal matrix. General matrix. It is not called as diagonal or it is not called as any special name. Only it is a normal matrix. If all the values are 0 other than diagonal, if all the values are 0, then it is called as diagonal. Sir, if diagonal values are equal to 1, identity. Sir, if diagonal values are also equal to 0, 0 matrix. If the diagonal values are equal to 2, it is called as only diagonal matrix. If the diagonal values are equal to 1 only, it is called as identity. Other than 1, any number is also called as diagonal matrix only, simple diagonal matrix. Is the point is clear? Now, np.I. np.I means it is going to create an identity matrix. I is used for creating identity matrix of 3 by 3. Sir, if I give here 2 by 3, what happens? 2 rows with 3 columns. That is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Sir, this is not called as square matrix now. It is not compulsory square matrix. Diagonal, what is identity matrix means first row first value should be 1, second row second value should be 1, third row third value should be 1. Here first row first value is 1, second row second value is 1 because only 2 rows are there now. If you add third row third value also will be 1. If you add fourth row fourth value should be 1, but fourth value is not there, right? Fourth value is there means fourth value also will be 1. Is the point is clear? First row first value should be 1, second row second value should be 1. Now np.dag, this one is one of the important one. np.dag is the function. In this function, if you give 1D array, the output is 2D. If you give the input as 1D, you are going to get the output as 2D. If you give np.dag of 2D as the input, if you give 2D, output will be 1D. Okay, np.dag of 1D array. If you give 1D array as the input, it will give the output as 2D. If you give 2D, output will be 1D. Example, np.dag of, I'm going to give the 1D array. 1D array 1, 4, 6. Something I have given like this. Now it is going to give the output as 2D array. That is 1, 4, 6 and remaining values filled with zeros. This is the output. So since you have given 1D, output is 2D. These values will be considered in the diagonal values and remaining values will be considered as 0. Is the point is clear? Remaining values will be considered as 0. Now, if you take here np.dag of 2D, I'm going to give the 2D array, input of 2D array. That is 1, 2, 3. And the next one is 4, 5, 6. It is a 2D array. Now in this 2D array, what is the output it is going to give means output will be, what is the diagonal values? First row first value. What is the first row first value? 1. In the second row second value, what is the second row second value? 5. So it is going to select the 1 and 5 and it is going to give output like this. Just it is going to select the diagonal values. Single value means single value only, na? That is only diagonal value, na? Yeah. So here, observe this one. np.dag, I'm going to give the input as 1D. Since I have given the input as 1D, what is the output? 1, 8, 14 as the diagonal values. It has created a diagonal values with remaining values of 0. This is okay now for everyone. For example, if you are taking the 10284, now if you write the np.dag of 10284, what is the output you are going to get? 1D you are giving as input. What is the output you are going to get? Diagonal values of 10, 2, 8, 4 and remaining values as 0. Is that clear? If you give 1D, output is 2D. This one is clear for everyone, right? Now, let's try with one more example. When you give the input as 2D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First tell me A. What is A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2D. Now in this 2D, it is going to extract the diagonal values. What are the diagonal values? And it is going to give the output like this. Sir, for example, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Now you are having one more array, 7, 8, 9. Now what is the output? 159. In this example, 159. How many rows are there? That many. First, you are giving, for example, you have given only one row. In the one row, it is 2D. Input is 2D. Now tell me guys, input is 2D or 1D? 2D is the input. In the 2D input, what is the output you are going to get? 1D. Now what is the value you are going to get? Only one. First row, first value. First row, first value. Second row is not there now. First row, first value. Second row, second value. Third row, third value is called as diagonal values. Okay. Diagonal means write in the notes. If you are getting confused means write in the notes. Diag means first row, first value. Second row, second value. Third row, if it is there means it will give the output. If it is not there means it will not give the output. Third row, third value. So on. Like that. Nth row, nth value. Here, how many rows are there? Only one row is there. One row, one. Then according to one row, what is the value it is going to have? First value. For one row, first value. Two rows is there means first row, first value, second row, second value. Is the point is clear guys for everyone? So like this, by using these, we are going to create the 2D arrays. Now, what are the options to create the 2D arrays? Everyone tell me, what are the options? First one, a nested list is converted to array. This is option number 1. What is the second option I have told you? Zeros. What is the third one? Ones. I, diag. These are the overall 4. np.zeros, np.ones, np.i, np.diag. These are all the functions which are used. Is the points are clear? Now, next concept is called as selecting the data. Okay. So creation is completed. How to extract a value from the 2D array. Selecting the data. Next concept comes with the selecting the data. Now this point is more important. Okay. And I request everyone to focus on this. Now, you are having a 2-dimensional array. When you are doing the indexing on 1-dimensional array, you know already how to do the indexing on 1D. Now let us do the indexing on the 2D. First you have to write the variable name, and after that you have to write the bracket. Focus this one, and multiple examples we are going to discuss. You have to write the bracket. In the bracket, write in between comma. Within the bracket. Now, if you write here variable name followed by bracket, that indicates you are doing the indexing. Without writing the variable name, if you are writing the bracket, it is called as list. If you write the variable name before, then in this variable, you are extracting something. That is the meaning. This bracket indicates you are selecting something. That is, you are doing some kind of indexing. This main bracket indicates. Now here you have to write the row index number, column index number. 2 index numbers we have to write. Row index number, column index number. If it is a single number, we have to write a single number. If it is a multiple numbers, we have to write as a list. Single number, multiple numbers, list of numbers, or slicing. 3 options are available. Single number, list of numbers, slicing. For column also same way. Now let's start this. Okay, clearly observe this one. I'm going to consider here A is equal to A is equal to 10, 12, 33, 23, 44, 45, and one more row I'm writing, that is 5, 6, 7, and print A. Let me print A. Okay. Now we are going to work on the multiple examples. This is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. This is row index number, that is column index number. I'm first working only on the positive numbers. Similarly, you can work on the negative numbers also. Negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -1, -2, -3. Even negative numbers are also possible. Unnecessarily, instead of confusing, let us focus only on the positive first. Later we'll discuss. Okay, that negative numbers. Now, A bracket. In the bracket, first you have to write comma. In between, write the comma. Before to comma, row index number. I'm going to set the row index number as 1 and my column index number as 2. Now, what is the row index number 1 means? This is the row. In this row, what is the column index number 2 is there means? What is the value? 45. And you are going to get the output 45. Is in this way, we are going to extract a single value from the 2D. Is the point is clear? Before to comma, row index number. After to the comma, column index number. Okay. Now, A of 2 comma 2. Then what is the answer? Output is 7. Right? Up, everyone is clear now? Okay, done. Now, I am going to select A, comma, after bracket, comma. Now, before to comma, what are I'm going to write? It is row numbers. Now, I'm going to take the row numbers as 1, comma 2. This is the row numbers. Column numbers, I'm going to consider 0, comma 1. This is column numbers. And what is the output you are going to get, miss? This is the output. So, row numbers are 1 and 2, that is this one and this one. Column numbers are with respect to 0 and 1. Now, if you want all the columns, then I'm going to use the colon. What is the meaning of colon? Miss all, starting to ending. Okay. Now, this is how to extract a single value. To extract a single value. Now, let's try the example to extract a single row. How to extract a single row? I want only a single row. A, comma. Before to comma, which row you are interested? What row? What row you want? 0th row or 1 row or 2 row? Which row you want? For example, I want the row number 1. Means this entire row. In this entire row you are selecting, means what is the meaning of columns you are selecting, means all the columns. All the columns we have to write by using the colon. What is the colon indicates, means before to that, what is the starting number? 0. What is the ending number? In that direction, everything. Means from the 0 to everything it is going to select in the columns. Now what is the output you are going to get, means this particular row. Like this, you are going to extract a single row. Single row is clear? Anyone wants me to repeat one more time? Colon. What is the meaning of colon? If you write only colon, if you don't write the first number, what is the meaning of first number? By default, it is going to consider 0 because here step automatically +1 only now. +1 means direction is positive. For positive direction, the starting value is going to be 0. Automatically, it is going to be 0. In that direction, everything means in that 0 direction, everything means from here, I want everything in that direction. So now in this way, you are going to extract a single row. Now I want to extract multiple rows. I want to extract multiple rows, not single row, multiple rows. Now tell me, what are the rows you want to extract? I want to extract the rows like 0 and 1. These are the two rows. 0 and 1. Before to that, first let us keep the comma. This before to comma, whatever you are writing, before to comma is rows related, after the comma is column related. This comma is for this bracket. Now before to comma, rows. What are the rows I want? 0 and 1. So I'm writing here starting with the 0 to 2. What is meant by 0 to 2 means 0 and 1. Okay. And columns. I want columns. What are the columns I want? All the columns. All the columns, how to indicate? Simply column. Then automatically it takes the 2 rows. This one indicates all the columns. If you don't write first, sir, confuses sir. Okay, write 0 to 3. What is meant by 0 to 3? 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2 will be selected. Columns 0, 1, 2. Simple, same answer. If you are not interested to write like that, write 0 to 3. Clearly write. Is the point is clear? Now the same way, to extract the multiple rows, I want to take the list of values, list of 0, 1. 0, 1. Same answer. Either you can go with the slicing or you can go with the this one. Sir, for example, let's take one more line. Let's add one more. This one, let us take here 17, 18, 19. Okay, I am having now. Now my requirement is 0th row, 1 row and 0, 1 and 3. I want 3. 0, 1 and 3. Now tell me, can I apply the slicing operation now? Now tell me what are the rows I want. In this example, what are the rows I want? 0, 1, 3. These are the rows. Now what are the columns I want? Columns, all the columns, either you can write simply semicolon or you can write 0 to 3 also. Simply I am writing colon. Is the point is clear, guys? So wherever possibility of slicing is available, apply the slicing. If slicing concept is not applicable, go with the list. Is the points are clear? As one of the online student is asking the question. What is the question is? Ankur is asking the question. Explain this. This is the question by Ankur. Now tell me guys, what is the meaning of this one? Here for the main bracket, this is the comma. Before to comma, 1 and 2. What is the meaning of 1 and 2 means? Row. Let us first print the A. Here I am printing the A. Now in this 0, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 means first row, second row, row. Now what is this one meaning is? All the columns means first column, second column, third column. In this also first column, second column, third column. Now what is the output you are going to get means 23, 44, 45, 5, 6, 7. And this is the output. Ankur, is your question is clear? Right? So just you are selecting the based on the index numbers. Now the point is, everyone will get a doubt here. One only confusion. Only one point is confusion. What is that point is? L is equal to, this is list, normal list. 14, 18, 20, 24, 26, 28. This is a normal list, a general list. Okay, it is not array, it is not 1D array or 2D array. It is a normal list, general list. Here, I want the index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 0 index number, 1 index number and this one. Only these three values I want. Now what I have to do, guys? Can I apply slicing on this? Is that possible? Because there is no pattern is available. If pattern is available, slicing. When pattern is not available, then we are going to take the list of index numbers. For example, you are asking 0, 1, 2. Then pattern is available? Yes. 0, 2, 3. Pattern is available. Pattern is available means go with the pattern. If pattern is not available, randomly you are asking some numbers, then you have to take the list of numbers. When pattern is not available, go with the list of numbers. Right? Now, for example, in this class, okay, list of 1 to 50 students are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, up to 50 students are there. Now I want every alternate number. Now tell me which is the best option to take a first one as 0 index number, 2, 4, 6, like this up to writing 48 is the best option, or simply writing 0 to 50 with an increment of 2. This is the best option in this example. Now same way I'm having only list of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want 1 and 3. 1 and 3 means index number 0 and index number 2. Now writing this one, list of 0 and 2 is best, or writing with respect to like this is 0 to last one with the increment of 2. Writing this one is best means here even this one also okay, because only two numbers now. When we are having the large data, in that instead of writing list of numbers one after one after one, in that case we'll go with the slicing operation. Okay, now in this class, earlier I asked the question, I want the alternate student. In front of me some students are sitting, right? Now starting from there, I want every alternate person to raise your hand. First he is going to rise, after that he is going to write, after that she will rise, after that she will rise. Like this every alternate person will rise. Now if I say this alternate word, automatically you will only understand, and okay, my side person is not rising means I have to rise blindly. Now for example, if I select randomly this person, hey, is the point is clear, guys? Pattern is available means slicing, no pattern means list. Clear everyone? How to select a single row, how to extract the multiple rows. Everyone is clear? Now why I have told you this one as more important? Why I have told this one as more important? Because here this is NumPy array. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the pandas. Now same example as it is. I'm not going to change. As it is, same example. Just ignore the code. Don't focus on the code. This is pandas. Now in the pandas, you are having the rows and columns. Can you see directly row numbers and column numbers clearly? Now, earlier, if it is NumPy array, I want exactly 18. Now tell me what is the code I have to write in the array. In the array, what is the code I have to get? 18. For 18, what is the code? A bracket. What is the number? Row number. What is the row number? 3. And what? Sorry, 3. What is the column number? 1. A3 comma 1. Same thing. Copy, paste here. Here instead of pandas, here df dot ilog. Same answer. If you know that one, this is dead easy. Sir, Here this is a variable, this is df variable. Just you have to add additionally I lock. I lock means I means index. Lock means location. Index location. Now tell me guys, in this example, okay, one more time. I want to extract 5, 6, 7. What I have to write? I want 5, 6, 7 means this row. I want this row. What is the code? A bracket 2 comma colon, right? This one you are going to get. Copy in the pandas instead of a df dot ilog. You are going to get same values of 5, 6, 7. Okay. What is the difference between the array versus pandas is here each row wise we are going to combine. Their column wise will combine. Data will be combined by the column wise. First column, second column, third column, fourth column, like this. Right? Now, if I want here this row and this row, these are the two, this one and this one. These are the two rows. Now, what is the code? List of 0, 2. This is one option without using the slicing. This is one option. Okay, that row, this row. Copy, paste. Here I want the same df dot ilog. Same two rows, 10, 12, 33, 5, 6, 7. Same answer or different answer? Next, I want in terms of rows by using the slicing operation. Same answer, I want slicing, or I want these two using slicing operation. Can you tell me using slicing? Rows of 0 to 2. Columns, all the columns. Okay, 0, 2 means first two rows you are going to get. Same thing here also I am writing. 0, 2. Same output. Means if you know 2D array, pandas data frame is easy. If you know 1D array, pandas series is easy. Same logic is applicable. To explain that one only, I am doing all these things. To understand this one, list is required. To understand that one, slicing is required. That is the reason we are discussed in that way, one by one. Today, you are understanding this one in a easy way. If you are feeling it is as easy way, means because you have understand the previous concepts clearly. Okay, is the point is clear, guys? Now, I want the first row. I want, first column, not row, first column. All the rows of first column. Now tell me all the rows. All the rows, what I have to do? For the rows, what I have to do for all? Colon. What I have to take? 0. So you're going to get the 10, 23, 5, 17. Same thing I'm applying here. First one is colon followed by 0. Clear? Now I want with respect to two columns. First column, this one, along with the second column. Now what I have to do? Rows, every row, all the rows. 0 to 2. If you are applying the slicing operation 0 to 2, then 0 column and 1 column will be selected. Same thing I am writing here. Sir, can I write as a list? Tell me as a list what I have to write here in the list. 0, 1. Same answer you will get. Same thing here also. Instead of slicing, you can take as a list of 0, 1. Either slicing or list of values. Choice is yours. Clear? So now iloc versus normal 2D array, how to extract data is clear now? If you know this one, next class is easy. Everything are connected like that. Okay. Next, let us go with the modification. Now how to extract we have completed. Now let us see the how to do the modification. If you know this one, next class is again easy. In the pandas also same logic will be applicable. Okay, heading modification, data modification in 2D arrays. Earlier we have done in the 1D array. Now we are doing in the 2D arrays. Data modification in 2D arrays. First one, we are going to replace a single value. How to replace a single value? How to replace a single value in a 2D array? For example, this is a A. Now, which one you want to replace? Which value you want to replace? First, tell me that index number. Okay, I want to replace 44. Tell me for 44, what is the index number? A of 1 comma 1. A of 1 comma 1 is called as 44. And this value I want to replace with the 55. See, A is replaced. In the list also same, in one dimension array also same only now. First we have to identify the index number, right side we have to write the value. Now tell me guys, if I write here A of 1 comma colon, what is the output I am going to get? What is the output? 23, 55, 45. That is index number 1 of row. This is the 1. You are going to get this one. Now here you got 3 values. Can I replace 3 values with a single value? Multiple values can be replaced with a single value. In the last class, 1D array. 1D array, first one dimension array completely can be replaced with a single value. Yes, I'm replacing single value. Everything are replaced with a single value. Sir, you want to replace with multiple values. Now tell me how to replace with multiple values means right side how many values I have to give? Because you are going to get here 3 values now. When you are getting the output of 3 values, right side how many values you have to give? 3 values. Now I want to replace with 51, 52 and 53. 3 values. So if you want to replace entire row with a single value, you can replace. If you want to replace entire column, you can replace. If you want to replace individually, you can replace as per your choice. Now tell me guys, I want to replace this column, last column. First tell me how to extract last column. Tell me how to extract last column. Huh? All the rows means column. Last column. How to extract last column? 2. Now, last column was selected. In the last column, I want to replace everything with 50. Everything with 50. Now what I have to write? A equal to 50. Everything will be replaced with 50. Is the point is clear? Now, sir, I want to replace 4 with 4 different values. Last column only. But I want to replace with the different values. Different values means right side how many values we have to provide now? 4 values we have to provide. So I'm providing with 91, 92, 93 and 94 something. Is the point is clear now? How to replace a single row with a single value? How to replace this one? Now tell me guys. A of, I'm going to select rows list of 1 comma 2. Columns of everything. Now what is the output I'm going to get? This row along with this row. 2 rows I'm going to get. First row, index number of row 1, index number of row 2 with all the columns. Okay, this is the output which I'm going to get. Can I replace all of them with a single value? Yes or no? Yes. If I replace, now everything is replaced with a single value. If I have to replace with multiple values, how many values I have to give? 6 values, because left side 6 places are there. Left side 6 places are there, so right side 6 values you have to give. 1 place only is there means right side 1. Is the point is clear now? Simple. Like that, whichever you want, whatever you want, you can replace. If this is clear, automatically in the pandas, only difference is here you have to use df.ilock. Only difference is you have to use ilock. Here a, there df.ilock. Is the points are clear? So please practice till this one, and we'll continue in the tomorrow's class from here and along with the pandas also. If you are having any questions, you can ask. Whoever are having the questions, both offline and online students. నెక్స్ట్ లిస్ట్ 1D అరే తీసుకున్నారా 2D అరేనా 1D అరేనే తీసుకున్నారా వర్షన్ మీది వాళ్ళది మీది how to check the version means first import the numpy as np and you write here np dot underscore two underscores version underscore. In my case, my version is 1.24.3. Just check your version. Okay.